Hey, friend, it's Mr. Nathan. If you're just joining for the first time, I'm so happy to meet you. And hey, if you've been joining Mr. Nathan for a long time, I'm glad that you came back to join me for another story time. You know, Mr. Nathan enjoys spending time with you. And hey, you guys help me out so much when we're reading our stories. So I'm going to need that again today. Can you help me? All right, I look forward to it. But before we start reading today, you know what we need to do? What is it? You're right. We need to go get in our special spot. So you go ahead and get in your special spot, and I'll get our story loaded for today so that we can start reading once you make it to your special spot. I'll see you over there. All right, friend, I see that you are in your special spot, and I've got our book ready to go. It says The Invisible String by Patrice Karst. Well, let's talk about what we see here. What's one thing that you notice about our cover here? Because I think it's going to be important. So let Mr. Nathan know, what do you notice? And then I'll tell you what I notice, okay? Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, what Mr. Nathan notices is we've got a big heart on the screen, right? And look, it looks like they've lassoed the heart, right? Uh-huh. And so, what does that look like? What does the heart actually look like? Uh-huh. That's good. I like what you're sharing. Yeah, to Mr. Nathan, it looks like a balloon. Yep. I bet we'll learn why that is when we keep reading. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Liza and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Oh man, it almost looks like they could be snoring, doesn't it? They are sound asleep. Is that what you look like when you're sleeping at night? Yeah, Mr. Nathan looks like that sometimes too. Suddenly it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud it woke them up. Mommy, Mommy, they cried out as they ran to her. No, I don't like that. And come on. Suddenly it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud that it woke them up. Mommy, Mommy, they cried out as they ran to her. Oh man, what's it sound like when thunder is happening? Do you know? All right, don't turn up the volume too loud. Let's do it. Right? It just sounds like a big clap. Yeah. Right? Yeah, and that can be scary if you're sound asleep. Let's see what our mom tells us. Don't worry, you two. It's just a storm making all that noise. Go back to bed. We want to stay close to you, said Jeremy. We're scared. Mom said, you know, we're always together no matter what. But how can we be together when you're out here and we're in bed? Said Liza. What do you think it is? How do you think they can be together when they're not in the same room? Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing that with Mr. Nathan. Let's see what happens. How can we stay together when we're not in the same room? Let's find out. Oh, Mom held something in front of them and said, this is how. All right, so she's got her hand out and she's like, it's right here. So do you see anything? I don't either. Let's keep reading and maybe we'll find out what it is. All right, rubbing their sleepy eyes. So they're like, am I sure I don't see anything? The twins came closer to see what Mom was holding. I was about your age when Mommy first told me about the invisible string. Oh, so she's sharing a story from her mom with Liza and Jeremy. The invisible string. That's why we can't see it. All right, let's keep reading so we can find out about this invisible string. Mr. Nathan might have to move around so we can see the words. All right, let me move out of the way so we can see what they're doing. I don't see a string, said Jeremy. You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love. Oh, so it's something that you and we can't see it. But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there? Asked Eliza. Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart. And you know that you are always connected to everyone you love. So, hey, who's somebody that you love? Ah, okay. I think our friends are going to talk about some of the people they love too, but we're connected together by that invisible string. Let's see what they tell us. All right, let me move out of the way here. All right, here we go. When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. So it's almost like that balloon at the beginning of our cover there, isn't it? Because we can tug on the string. And what do you think happens when we tug on that invisible string? If we're missing our mom, if we're missing our adult, maybe we're missing a best friend, what do you think happens? When we're thinking about them, I bet it's like a little tug on that balloon string. All right, let's keep reading. Oh, let's see. And when you tug, I feel it right back. We feel it in our hearts, said Jeremy. Oh, so we both feel it. All right. Does Jasper the cat have an invisible string? Liza asked. She sure does, said Mom. And best friends like me and Lucy? Asked Liza. Best friends too. How far can the string reach? How far do you think the string can reach? I bet it can reach very far. I think they're going to share some ways and how far it can reach. Let's keep reading. Anywhere and everywhere, Mom said. What do you notice about that page? Oh, yeah. What's that? Is that yellow? What do you think that is? What is that? Oh, it's the moon. You're right. Thanks for that. All right, so maybe that means it can reach to the moon. Let's find out. Would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean? Asked Jeremy. Yes, Mom said. Even there. Oh man, what do you notice about this picture? Uh-huh. There's an octopus. What color is the submarine? Red? Yeah. And look, what are the fish making? Ah, yeah, you're right. They're making a heart. All right, let's keep reading so they can find the invisible string reaches into the ocean. Or a mountain climber? Can the invisible string reach if you're a mountain climber? Yeah, even there. A dancer in France? Even there. Hey, do you know what our friend is standing under in France? It's okay if you don't. It's the Eiffel Tower. It's a big, tall structure in France. All right. And look, everywhere we have the invisible string, there's a heart to go with it. Because of why? The invisible string is about love. All right, let's keep reading. A jungle explorer? Oh man, look at that. Even there, look at all the animals. What types of animals do you see? Yep. Let's see. That's a cheetah, a monkey. Right out in Mr. Nathan's head, there's a snake and some birds. So that's pretty far, isn't it? Oh yeah, and the elephants. Yep. All right, let's see where else. How about if you're an astronaut in space? Even there, man, that string can reach so far. That invisible string. Let's keep reading. Then Jeremy quietly asked, can my string reach all the way to Uncle Brian in heaven? Yes, even there. That's so important, right? Our love and our invisible string, it keeps us connected to people who we might not see anymore. And we might not be able to talk to them, but we're connected with them even though we can't see them. Is there somebody like that in your life where you have that invisible string and you can remember all the good times, all the fun things, all the things maybe somebody taught you? That's what it's about. It's about realizing that we don't have to be together to have those memories that we shared and talk about them and remember them. Absolutely. Let's keep reading. Does the string go away when you're mad at us? Oh my goodness, what did they do? They got paint everywhere. Oh my goodness. Never, said Mom. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string will always be there. Oh my goodness. I bet even though the string was there, she could have been really mad with all that paint everywhere. What do you think? Yeah. But I bet if you've done something like that, that is true. Uh, the adult in your life, they were probably mad for a little bit, but they loved you. And hey, it what you got in trouble for went away pretty quickly. All right, let's keep reading. Even when we're older and we can't agree about the things like the movie to see or the game to play in the back seat or what time to go to bed. Oh, that's right. You two should be in bed. Oh, they reminded their old mom that they're supposed to be sleeping. All right, let's see. Do you think that even during all those times, the invisible string is still going to be there? I bet so too. And with that, they all laughed as Mom chased the twins back to their bed. Within a few minutes, they were asleep, even though the storm was still making all that noise outside. Look at all those hearts. They have love going everywhere. As they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings that their friends have, and their friends have, and their friends have. Hey, it looks like a lot of our friends on this page are coming from other books, doesn't it? Because we've read about people who use wheelchairs, we've read about ballerinas, we've read about people who play music. So those could all be friends that we're attached to with our strings. Um, and their friends have, until everyone in the world is connected. And from deep inside, they now could clearly see no one is ever alone. Wow, what an amazing story. Did you think about all the invisible strings that you have? Did you think about your friends, maybe the adults that you love? Maybe you have pets like our friends in our story. I think after story time is over, it's a great time to talk about your invisible strings with your adult and see where your strings lead to. But hey, before we end story time, we're going to head over, we're going to listen to a song, and then Mr. Nathan is going to show you an activity. So I'll see you over there for our song, okay? All right, friend, we've got our song ready to go. Make sure if you're going to get up and you're going to dance, you have enough room. So remember, we like to stretch out. And if we're going to hit anybody, we know we don't have enough room. So we want to make sure that we have enough room. So go ahead and do that. And then Mr. Nathan will go ahead and hit play. All right, here we go.
I love you, your button nose, your eyes, your ears, your knees, your toes.
I love you up to the sky, past the moon and stars so high.
If you feel alone and scared, always know that I'll be there.
Just like one and one make two, you love me and I love you.
I love you in every way, all you do and all you say.
My love for you will always be deeper than the deep blue sea.
Even if you're sad or blue, it's okay 'cause I love you.
Just like one and one make two, you love me and I love you.
I love you, your button nose, your eyes, your ears, your knees, your toes.
I love you up to the sky, past the moon and stars so high.
If you feel alone and scared, always know that I'll be there.
Just like one and one make two,
You love me.
and I love you.
All right, what about that song? That was such a good song, and it related so much to our story today, because it was love you to the moon, right? And we saw that that's where the invisible string can go, to the moon. Absolutely. Now, before we go, I've got an activity. We're going to put it on the screen for you. And hey, adults, if you want a copy of this activity, make sure and email Mr. Nathan, and I'll make sure you get a copy of it so you guys can do the activity together. All right, I'll see you once I get it loaded, okay? Right, it says, as long as love is in your heart, the invisible string will always be there. Make your own invisible string by decorating the hearts below with the names of loved ones who you're always connected with. Cut out a heart, punch a hole, and put a string, yarn, or ribbon, tying them all together. So, to do the activity, you're going to need your colored pencils, crayons, marker, and you're going to need your scissors and a hole punch and some ribbon, string, or yarn. And most importantly, you're going to need your adults so they can help you if you need any help, okay? You want to make sure that they're with you because you guys can talk about who is attached with your invisible string. So if you want a copy of that, make sure and let your adult know so they can reach out to Mr. Nathan, and I'll be happy to get that to you. All right. It was such a fun day today reading The Invisible String with you. You made it so fun. You helped as always. And I know that you have that love in your heart, even for the people that you may not see today. You have love in your heart, so your string is always with them, my friend. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.